Hello Virgo and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do the unexpected reading for you for the last half of November 2025 for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Virgo, let's see what we have for you for the last half of November. We have rest. So something might require rest or an opportunity to have that. We'll see what else we get. What do we have for our lovely Virgos? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. Let's pull an angel message for you. What do we have for Virgo? Thank you. What does Virgo need to hear? Message for Virgo. Thank you. So Virgo, we have number 3, healing grief. Archangel Azrael is helping you to heal after your loss. So grief is acceptance, coming to terms with something that has ended, that we've lost. So again, it can be to do with endings, loss of some kind in any life area. We have rest with this, maybe give yourself some space and time. Let's see what we get, Virgo. This is coming out for a reason, so let's see what we have for you. The unexpected for Virgo, thank you. What is the unexpected for Virgo? We have the garden and the gate, number 30. I mean, the garden and the gate is, that gate is locked, but the girl wears a key around her neck to the wider beyond. It's whether we stay within the seeming security or comfort of our current circumstances or we unlock something to the wider beyond. This is likely what's going to be presented to you, something unexpected. We have attachment number 5. And we have a new beginning, door to romance, number 33. It's a new beginning. Let's see what we have for you, Virgo. Let's shuffle the cards first. What do we have for our lovely Virgos? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Message for Virgo. Message for Virgo. The unexpected for Virgo, thank you. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. It feels like some kind of unhealthy attachment that you're dealing with here that is keeping you stuck. But it looks like something might happen here, Virgo, that makes you maybe look at something in a different way to see if it's time to break free of this, is what I'm seeing for you. Let's see what we have for you. I'm going to pull an extra card with that Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands is actually very much like the garden and the gate. You know, do I stay where I am or do I step into the unknown? What do we have for Virgo? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. Thank you. I have the King of Pentacles. It's come out reversed, not giving to something anymore. Can be you, male or female. King of Pentacles likes to be solid, stable, secure. Commit to things that will grow, that will build, that are solid, that can grow into something. But for a lot of you here, it might well be that there's something happening here that a new beginning is offered to you here, but it feels like it might not be something that you feel that can grow into something or you can build with. I think that there is something that's bringing you to a crossroads here where you're evaluating, is it time to unlock that gate to the wider beyond? If someone is returning into your life as well, again, this can be a scenario, do I keep that gate locked? I mean, the Hanged Man is a kind of a fresh perspective, looking at something in a different way. But it can also represent, in your current circumstances, if it's somebody who is currently in your life, do I stay within this? Do I just keep on staying within this? Even though it's familiar, there are things that are attractive about it. Do I stay with something that's probably unhealthy? Is what I'm seeing for you, because it can represent sometimes just someone keeping you hanging on for someone, but not feeling that it's going anywhere. There's a feeling, Virgo, sometimes sacrifice is required here. And I think that for a lot of you here, that you're getting maybe a fresh perspective on a situation that you feel it's time to get a fresh perspective on. Something might happen here that prompts you to look at something in a different way. You are getting help, illumination to do with your circumstances. It can be either someone might be coming back on the scene and there is that kind of fresh perspective in the sense that you don't feel it's going anywhere, and it's time to kind of, take charge, move beyond your current situation. For others of you, for somebody currently in your life, it feels like something might happen here that gives you a fresh perspective. Either way, I feel that something is happening here to make you look at something in a different way than you have done before. Because there's just that feeling of it's just not going anywhere, is what I'm seeing for you. The attachment attachments can be unhealthy. I mean, we can hold on to something that can bring us a sense of security or familiarity, but there is some kind of unhealthy attachment that I feel that maybe you are looking at now and deciding to kind of break free of in some way, or have the opportunity to. Because the Knight of Wands is male or female, somebody who is connected to our passion, chemistry, desire, attraction. That it's an exciting individual, can sometimes be a bit of a player. There's levels to that as well, male or female, but it can be somebody who, it can be on again, off again relationship, somebody who's not committed, can mess you around, goes and does what they want to do, acts now, thinks later. So this can represent either someone coming back on the scene or someone who you're dealing with, where you're kind of saying, I've waited long enough, or I've been left hanging long enough, or things aren't going anywhere long enough, however this manifests for you, I feel that you are brought to some kind of crossroads for a reason. Because we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is like the garden and the gate, like I said. There is the seeming security of what this person is standing on, a fortress that they know, but they have an opportunity to move beyond their current circumstances as well. And there is a daughter romance presented here, a new beginning in terms of love, romance, and relationships here. So this might well be here, Virgo. You might feel that something's not going anywhere, and it might well be the strength to say, I'm not giving to that situation anymore. Because it's not of value to you. You don't see it being, it's not committed, it's not what you want. King of Pentacles like something solid and stable. The Knight of Wands is kind of fluid energy, and also very passion and action-orientated energy. But it feels in this scenario here that there's something that you don't feel can be built. And deciding it does take a strength, courage to say, this is not for me anymore, is what I'm seeing for you. But it's your choice at a crossroads, whether you walk through that door that's presented to you, it can be with this Knight of Wands, or not. For others of you, it could well be that new love is presented to you here as well. And again, that can be the level of the unexpected too. And it might well be a relationship also that you've realized is going nowhere. When you have an opportunity for a different kind of new love, you're taking it. but realizing what you're not giving to anymore. So for some of you, these things can be interlinked as well, but the fundamental energy remains the same. You hold the key. You hold the key to what happens next. You hold the key to taking control of something that likely you've given to for a period of time, but you don't feel is going anywhere, and you have an opportunity to break free of an attachment. Some of you, it might well be that you have an opportunity for new love. For others of you, this is the same thing. But you're really deciding in terms of whether this is for you or not anymore, because Hangman energy is just very illuminating, but it is still energy, is what I'm seeing for you. And it's whether you feel this is going anywhere or has the potential to go anywhere or not. I think with the healing grief energy, there's a level of acceptance of letting something go. Because it feels here that this is someone who might have been in your life for a period of time, but you don't feel is going anywhere. And it could well be here that, again, there's a level of lack of commitment in some way. There's levels to that. Like I said, a player energy as well. But it could just be this sense of lack of commitment, or you don't see it going anywhere. You might be questioning whether this is for you or not. And it doesn't necessarily mean that should you choose to end something, you're not going to miss it. You are. This is that scenario of healing grief. But rest. Take time out. Go take things forward at your own pace. Take a step back, because it will help you heal. It will help you heal, accept, and move forward. But I feel that whatever decision you're making, you're comfortable with it, is what I'm seeing for you here, Virgo. I mean, you hold the key in terms of whether you want to give somebody a renewed chance in terms of love, or, close the door and even open up to the wider beyond. These are the energies at play. But like I said, sometimes other things come into focus in terms of genuine new love, and it might well be here that it's making you realize that someone isn't for you. But it might well be that there is a sense of it takes time to accept something might not be for you. Let's see what we have for you. We have Divine Guidance, number 38. Whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. I mean, I have to say, Virgo, you are being illuminated here. You are really being illuminated. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Virgo? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Yeah, wisdom, number 7. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Wisdom comes from experience, and this is what you're being illuminated on as well with this kind of energy, because you've let things play out, or you've been holding on for something. But it's this kind of attachment energy. And I think for a lot of you here, a new beginning is presented with this person, whether someone's asking you to wait and give them another chance, or whether someone's coming back into your life. But it feels this is the scenario here where you're having the strength to look at something differently and decide whether this is for you or not. And it comes from wisdom, the path that you've walked with this person, and letting that be your guide. Wisdom can also come from someone else sharing their wisdom with you. We have Glamour, number 15. Into this mirror I now see the realms of possibility. It's where you're attracted to. But I have to say, the Knight of Wands has an element of glamour and glitz about them. They're very confident, go-getting, larger than life. It's very attractive, but I think that this is also tempered with wisdom as well now. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Virgos? Thank you. Message for Virgo. So we have, dear, trust. Approach the situation with a light heart. So you can see in that picture, the deer is quite an interesting animal, oracle message to get, because the deer for me as a reader can also be you're being guided by the other side. It is a sign of love as well and heart matters. But you can see the ghost deer around the deer on the earth. So you could be getting signs or reminders from maybe people who you've lost. I also want to say here, Virgo, with the cards coming out on the table too, I mean, the message remains the same, but some of you, if you're going through grief in some way, shape or form, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. And it could well be here that someone seems to be coming in that's maybe an unhealthy attachment. It might take a degree of strength and courage in deciding whether this is for you or not anymore. So again, like I said, these things can be also independent. The message remains the same. You hold the key. Last 2 weeks of November. We have Spider, Dreamweaver. Tune into the energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? The spider can create the web from nothing. It just has the vision. And it's about creating the dream you want. It's brought into focus. Virgo, that's what I have for you as your unexpected reading for the last half of November 2025. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful last half of November, I should say, and I will see you next time.